Good evening. It is Saturday, and tonight we are going to read Genesis chapter 16. Had a cramp in my toe. So we're going to read Genesis chapter 16, and we'll go ahead and get started. It's titled Sarai and Hagar. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children. She had a female Egyptian servant whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, Behold now, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go in to my servant. It may be that I shall obtain children by her. Now, this note that I put in here said she was trying to help God because she wanted to be the boss. She wanted to be in charge. She thought she was making these decisions on her own. She hadn't prayed about them. And I believe somebody told us one time that the custom was if a woman had servants and her husband had children by those servants, some kind of way the person that was having the baby would kind of lay alongside of or across, kind of like laying in the lap of the mistress. And when the baby was born, it would be born out onto the mistress's lap or knees, and that would signify that it was going to be the mistress's child, instead of the servant's child, which that was not surrogacy. To me, that was, I can't see how that was right, but people did that. It was not something God told them to do. It was just something that they did. And Abram listened. Here I go. And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. So after Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan, Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar the Egyptian, her servant, and gave her to Abraham her husband as a wife. Now that was not the same kind of wife that Sarai was. She would have been a concubine, I believe. She didn't have all the same rights that Sarai had anyway. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, she looked with contempt on her mistress. Now, see, that right there is one of the reasons I think that she wasn't the same level of wife as Sarai, because she still was considered, I'm so sorry, she still was considered a servant and not on the same level with the wife. And Sarai said to Abram, May the wrong done to me be on you. Now, see, he did what she told him to, and now she's blaming him. I gave my servant to your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, she looked on me with contempt. May the Lord judge between you and me. But Abram said to Sarai, Behold, your servant is in your power. Do to her as you please. Then Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from her. The angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, the spring on the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going? She said, I am fleeing from my mistress Sarai. The angel of the Lord said to her, Return to your mistress and submit to her. The angel of the Lord also said to her, I will surely multiply your offspring, so that they cannot be numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said to her, Behold, you are pregnant and shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has listened to your affliction. He will be a wild donkey of a man, his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and he shall dwell over against all his kinsmen. So she called on the name of the Lord, who spoke to her, You are a God of seeing. For she said, Truly here I have seen him who looks after me. And I don't know if you've ever heard, I'm not quite done, but I want to mention this to you. I don't know if you've ever heard the song by C.C. Winans, The God Who Sees Me. And that was, I believe in the King James, that's what it says, you are the God who sees me. And I think a lot of us struggle with that from time to time, where we don't feel like people really see who we are and what we're going through, but God really saw her. Therefore the well was called Bir Lahai Roi. It lies between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son whom Hagar bore Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. Now I will remind you that Ishmael is the father of all the tribes that come against Israel. All the tribes in the Middle East, they are descendants. Either they're a descendant of Isaac, or they're a descendant of Ishmael. And while I would not want anybody to have been eliminated, just look at the trouble that has been caused because Sarai tried to help God and do when he didn't tell her to do that. A lot of the world's problems wouldn't be in evidence now if she had done what she was supposed to. So that's the end of Genesis chapter 16. I'd like to remind y'all that we'll have bike church tomorrow night. There are some things coming up. I don't usually always do announcements during this time, but I do want to make sure that y'all know about the play that the Luverne Public Library is putting on for their fundraiser this year. It's going to be Steel Magnolias, and it looks like it's going to be really good. They always put on they always put on a good production, and it will be hosted at the Day Center. I'm sure tickets are limited, so if you're interested in getting tickets, you should go ahead and make arrangements now as soon as they go. I believe they've got them at the library. So I'm going to plan on going, and I've never been able to go to one, but I've always heard how wonderful they are, and I would like to go this year if nothing happens. But anyway, I hope y'all had a great day today. It rained here off and on most of the day. Real, not dreary, it was just rainy, hard rain sometimes, and then just the regular heavy rain, hard rain and soft rain and back and forth. But we did get a lot of rain today, or we did in this area. I don't know that we had any damaging wind or anything like that. But anyway, I hope y'all rest good tonight, and I will see you tomorrow night at Bike Church at 6 o'clock on the 3-in-1 Motorcycle Ministries page.